Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
Indiana Tech wasn't just where I got my bachelor's degree. It was where I met my wife and formed a network that helped me get an internship that turned into my first job after graduation. It was an easy decision when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career. And the professors were always there to make sure I was successful. If someone asks me, why Indiana Tech? I'll say, why not?
Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes.
I already had an associate degree, but I always knew I wanted to earn my bachelor's. Indiana Tech made it possible, even while I was juggling life and working a full-time job. The flexibility of online classes was great, and the professors were always there to help. The connections I made along the way still influence and inspire me in my everyday work. I'd tell anyone thinking about college to enroll in Indiana Tech today. It's one of the best decisions I made, and I'll be going back to earn my master's too.
Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
Well, there's quite a few things I think that I enjoyed about the program. I love learning. To me, it's just like a lifelong journey. Definitely, I enjoyed interacting with the faculty and staff. I am so happy and thankful to be at Indiana Tech and go through the Global Leadership Program. I would definitely do it again. Definitely made me a better person.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. I'd found a role I was excited about, but I knew in order to set myself apart, I needed to further my education. For me, life was already happening. I was married with 2 kids. I had a manager who had gone to Indiana Tech and had great things to say about it. The flexibility of online classes was great, and the instructors were really supportive. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about getting involved and one-on-one interaction. It's about knowing you can afford it and that it will be worth everything in the end. It's about turning your passions into your purpose. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. What are you waiting for? Go for it.
The online class portion of this PhD was extremely enticing because I do work full-time, I teach on the side of that, and I have a family. So the idea of having online courses where you can go at your own pace really does help a full-time professional. So when it's a situation like that, you want to make sure you're at the right place. And I'm really fortunate that I definitely feel like I made the right decision.
want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
So some of the factors I think that went into deciding to pursue a PhD was, number one, I think the opportunity to really pursue my academic endeavors, and then also the focus on global leadership. I know that through this PhD program that I'm going to have all kinds of new opportunities that I didn't have open to me previously, and would highly encourage anyone considering a PhD program to look at Indiana Tech.
Through my research, I learned there are a lot of leadership programs, but they didn't capture what it takes. And then I realized Indiana Tech was the only program back then that has crafted this pathway for the new generation of global leaders. You come where there's no path and you leave a trail. And that is how I look at my journey here at Tech, and that's what I hope to pursue.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about making connections and finding opportunities that lead you to unexpected places. It's about knowing we can afford it and that the payoff in your future will be priceless. It's about doing what you like to figure out what you love. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. So enjoy it, all of it. Go for it.
As a former high school dropout, I am not a typical MBA graduate. To me, getting a master's degree is about learning how to learn and do research, and that's exactly what Indiana Tech did for me. As an adult, going back to school, there were a lot of things to factor in. I have a family, I was working 60 hours a week, so finding time to squeeze in an education was a challenge. The flexibility of online classes made it possible, and the staff was amazing too. I'd tell anyone looking to further their education to look into Indiana Tech.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about getting involved and one-on-one interaction. It's about knowing you can afford it and that it will be worth everything in the end. It's about finding opportunities that lead to unexpected places and finding yourself along the way. It's about making connections and finding new ways to make them stronger. It's about turning your passions into your purpose. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. What are you waiting for? Go for it.
Here at Indiana Tech, we call ourselves Warriors. Everybody knows that Warriors fight. They fight for their dreams, they fight for their goals, and they fight alongside fellow Warriors. When something gets in your way, you don't stop, but you keep going. Warriors help fellow Warriors, regardless of experience or prior accolades. Warriors are strong enough to know when they need help, and strong enough to know that every setback is only a set up to win in life, on the job, in the classroom, and anywhere else. Through every cut, bump, bruise, a warrior overcomes every obstacle to achieve their goal, to win the war. So, my fellow Warriors, as you strive for greatness, as you kick down every door and overcome every obstacle to reach your mountaintop, remember you are and always will be a warrior.
And welcome in, everybody, to the Schaefer Center here on the campus of Indiana Tech for today's doubleheader versus the Defiance College Yellow Jackets. Defiance College now in year number 2 as a NAIA school and part of the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. Looking at your Indiana Tech Warriors, head coach Jessie Biggs in her 14th season. Coach Biggs is the reigning coach of the year in the Wolverine Hoosier Athletic Conference. She's actually earned that title 8 of the last 9 seasons, folks, for head coach Jessie Biggs. Her squad coming in with a 17-4 overall record, 14-1 in the WAC. That one loss was against Rochester Christian back on December the 6th. And they avenged that loss last Saturday with an 86-45 dub. So a great performance there for the Warriors. Currently ranked number 25 in the NAIA Coaches Top 25 poll. Indiana Tech has won 8 straight games. Last time out was a 69-37 W against Lawrence Tech. And in that game, Taylor Covington led the team with 21 points, and she had 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Taylor shooting 9 of 20 from the field in that big 68-37 win against Lawrence Tech. Jaden Gawley had 12 points. Jaden still has that sore left hand, a broken left hand that she's been playing through. She's got it taped up and has been playing well. Jaden shooting 5 of 7 from the field. Madison Weiss had 8 points. Ryan Moore had 7 points. Your top 4 scorers. A lot of players getting playing time in that game. Looking at Defiance College, they have actually lost 14 straight games. They're 3-18 overall, 0-15 in the WAC. Their head coach is Courtney P.A. She's in her 3rd season. Last time out for Defiance College was a 72-55 loss at Lourdes. Now, folks, Lourdes is in 2nd place in the WAC with a 13-2 conference record, just 1 game behind Indiana Tech. So obviously a very good opponent there for Defiance College in that 72-55 loss. In that game, the leading scorer for Defiance was Allie Moen. She had 18 points. Wynn had 10 rebounds and Little had 6 assists. Looking at Defiance College, they're all about the steals, entering today with 250 steals on the season. Wow. They got 3 players that rank in the top 5 in the conference. When you look at Caperos, she's got 45 steals on the season. Haynes has 64, and Little has 56. So Haynes' 64 steals is actually 2nd best in the WAC. We're going to send it down to our PA announcer, Jim Shovlin, for the starting lineups and the national anthem.
this time, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet today's starting lineup. First for the visitors on the scoreboard, the Defiance College Yellow Jackets. Starting at guard, a 5'3" freshman, 0, Shawnee Little. Starting at point guard, a 5'5" sophomore, number 3, Taylor Haynes. Starting at guard, a 5'6" senior, number 11, Allie Mowen. Starting at forward, a 5'11" sophomore, number 20, Jordan Wynn. And starting at forward, a 5'8" freshman, number 21, Kayla Houston. The Yellow Jackets are coached by Courtney PA, assistant coach Style Estelle, and Creedence Chittenden. And now, let's meet today's starting lineup for your Indiana Tech Warriors. Starting at guard, a 5'10" sophomore from Warren, Michigan, 0, Ryan Moore. Starting at guard, a 5'6" junior from Albion, Indiana, number 2, Madison Weiss. Starting at guard, a 5'7" senior from Dublin, Ohio, number 3, Taylor Covington. Starting at guard, a 5'6" junior from Mahoma, Illinois, number 11, Derbin Thomas. And starting at forward, a 5'11" sophomore from Ashland, Kentucky, number 21, Jaden Gully. Your Indiana Tech Warriors are coached by Jesse Biggs, associate head coach Kylene Biggs, assistant coaches Ed Dupre, Aaliyah Dade, and Lauren Tate.
So there we have it, folks. Starting lineups for today's contest. Looking at Derbin Thomas, everybody. She ranks number 1 in the WAC, shooting 56% from beyond the arc. That is just outstanding. She was 1 of 3 last time out against Lawrence Tech for head coach Jesse Biggs. So we'll keep an eye on Derbin Thomas. That's Jaden Gully in the center circle, along with number 21 for Defiance College, Kayla Houston. As once again, Indiana Tech will control the tip. Derbin Thomas running the point. Defense being played by Shawnee Little on Thomas. Weiss, another three-point threat here for Indiana Tech. Weiss out of the corner, knocks it down. First three-pointer of the game is made by Madison Weiss, as Indiana Tech goes up 3-0 in this one. Little being guarded by Taylor Covington. Taylor Covington is your reigning WAC Player of the Year. She's been first team all-conference every single year of her career. As Little has that shot blocked by Jaden Gully. Jaden Gully, arguably the best defender, best all-around player in the WAC, really since her freshman year. That's just my opinion, but she is an outstanding basketball player playing with a broken left hand in this game.
Shot clock violation.
So Defiance College is going to turn the ball over on that shot clock violation. Derbin Thomas bringing it up for the Warriors, has that pass stolen. First steal of the game for Defiance College. Remember, they have 250 steals entering today. That was Taylor Haynes, coast to coast. First 2 points of the game here for Defiance College. Taylor Covington, three-pointer, no good. That was Haynes with the rebound. Mowen, number 11, was your leading scorer last time out. Entering today, averaging 5.6 points per game. She had 20 points in that loss against Lords. Jaden Gully now with the steal. As you can see, that left hand Not a whole lot of mobility. Does have it taped up, and coach said that she's at a place where she feels comfortable with it. Jaden Gawley, who does lead the conference in field goal percentage, shooting 62% from the field. She actually led the conference last year as a freshman as well. Durbin Thomas, first three ball halfway down and rims out. That was Wynn with the rebound, Jordan Wynn. She's out of Indianapolis. Three-pointer, no good. Madison Weiss with the board. Kayla Houston's out of Columbus, Ohio. And we do have a foul. It's going to go against number 21, Houston. She's a freshman at 5'8". Coming off the bench here for the Yellow Jackets is Thomas.
Number 30, Santeza Thomas checks into the Yellow Jackets lineup.
Santeza
The line for the Warriors, 21, Jaden
Thomas.
Shooting two.
So Jaden Gawley at the free throw line. She's a 67% free throw shooter on the season, hitting 18 of 27. First one no good there by Jaden Gawley, who made the all-newcomer team a year ago in the WAC. Both she and Ryan Moore were on that team, two super sophomores here for Indiana Tech. Haynes out of the corner. That's Weiss with the defense. Little being guarded by Taylor Covington. Man-to-man defense, as Coach Biggs likes to play. Indiana Tech, year in, year out, one of the best defensive teams in the country, as the three-pointer is good by Mowen.
Three-point basket by Allie Mowen.
Mowen, hard to believe she's only averaging 6 points per game. As you can tell, she is a natural scorer. Weiss. Nice drive by Taylor Covington, and that rebound was by Thomas. Jaden Gawley does lead Indiana Tech, averaging 9 rebounds a game. That ranks 5th best in the WAC. Nice job by Ryan Moore there, getting a hand on the ball as the floater's no good. Moore bringing it up for the Warriors. Weiss wide open on the wing, no good off the heel. Gawley with the offensive rebound. It's really her claim to fame, as she gets offensive rebounds pretty much better than anybody else in the country. Off the heel, no good. Another offensive board by Gawley, her second in this sequence. That pass to Madison Weiss. And bounce pass down. No good by Moore. Another offensive rebound, the third one, and now Moore is fouled and will head to the free throw line. Ryan Moore, a 73% free throw shooter on the season, hitting 45 of 62. Durbin Thomas leaving the game. Gabby Ritchie checking in. Taylor Haynes checking out for Defiance College. Into the game for Defiance is number 10, Lorena Caperos. So the first free throw attempt by Moore is good. Ryan Moore averaging 12.6 points per game. That's second best here for the Warriors. She shoots 53% from the field, everybody. That's 4th best in the WAC. So between Jaden Gawley and Ryan Moore, you have 2 of the more consistent scores in the WAC. Mowen gives it up. That's Little. You can see a very athletic team Defiance does have. Throwing it up with the right hand. That was no good by Jordan Wynn. Moore looking to go coast to coast with the Euro. Offensive rebound and putback is good by Gawley, who gets her first 2 points of the game. Jaden Gawley is out of Ashland, Kentucky. She's a 5'11" forward. Newly inserted into this game, that's number 10, Caperos. Mowen shot from the elbow, no good. Covington gets it up. Now down to Gully. You can see right there she had no use of that left hand right there. Tough shot by Jaden Gully. Bowen being guarded by Madison Weiss. It's Gabby Ritchie with the defense. Wynn with 8 seconds on the shot clock, trying to get to the cup. She's having a hard time there battling with Ryan Moore. Another great defender here for head coach Jesse Biggs. Weiss looking for number 2, knocks it down.
Madison Weiss, 4-3.
So with 4 minutes and 4 seconds left to play here in the first quarter, we have our first media timeout. We'll be right back, everybody. You're watching Indiana Tech women's basketball powered by Summit City Sports.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. For me, it was after I was married with 2 kids. It was a busy time, but the flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech worked for my life. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior.
I got my bachelor's degree at Indiana Tech. It was an easy choice when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career, and the professors were always there to make sure I was successful.
Welcome back, everybody. Talked about the offensive rebounds with Jaden Gully. Here is a block. Doing a good job switching defenders right there. Getting straight up. Inside, 4 minutes to play. Bucket is good by Taylor Haynes. Yellow Jackets within 4. That's Jacqueline Cruz, number 13 in this game now for the Warriors. Along with the starters, Madison Weiss, Jaden Gully, and Taylor Covington. That's the 3rd offensive rebound in this game for Jaden Gully. 3-pointer off the mark, another offensive board. That one by Jacqueline Cruz. Gabby Ritchie for 3. Halfway down, pops out. So Indiana Tech owning the rebounds in this game. On the season, they out-rebound their opponents by 6. Yellow Jackets now within 2. Covington calling for some motion. They got Jacqueline Cruz on the baseline. Gully to set the pick. Covington goes the opposite way and left all alone. Beautiful lay-in there by Taylor Covington, a reigning All-American, as she was named All-American and WAC Player of the Year during her junior season. Taylor averaging 16.5 points per game while shooting 39% from the field during her junior year. That ball is through the hands of Madison Weiss. Possession will stay with Defiance College. 12 seconds on the shot clock.
Kayla Houston returns for Defiance. Checking in for the Warriors, number 11, Durbin Thomas.
Durbin Thomas back into the game for Indiana Tech. Once again, she's the number 1 3-point shooter in the WAC. She only had 3 attempts last game. Nice block by Covington. Taylor Covington, who made the all-defensive team in the WAC a year ago as well. Richie's got Ryan Moore into the game for Gully now. As the 3-pointer is good. Taylor Covington, a 34% 3-point shooter on the season, hitting 35 of 102. Knocks it down here in the first quarter against Defiance.
0, Shawnee Little returns for Defiance.
So Little checking back into the game for the Yellow Jackets. Jacqueline Cruz getting some instruction from head coach Jesse Biggs. Ryan Moore on the baseline. Looks like she probably had the reverse lay in there. As Taylor Covington comes up with the steal. Now the outlet pass intended for Cruz. As she'll save it right to Kayla Houston, excuse me. Now it's Durbin Thomas with the steal. Covington working off the pick. Ritchie out of the corner. Three ball is good. So Gabby Ritchie, a 20% three-point shooter on the season, hitting 13 of 63. She has the third most attempts on the team behind Madison Weiss and Taylor Covington. Durbin Thomas, who shoots over 50%, has the fourth most three-point attempts. So the foul is going to go against number 3, Taylor, her first, team's first, inside 1 minute to play. That's number 30, Thomas. And the bounce pass right off the shin of Caperos. Ritchie near travel as she is fouled by Little.
Defiance foul on 0, Shawnee Little, her first.
So for Little, that's her first and the team's third. Madison Weiss checking back into the game for Indiana Tech. As Taylor Covington's going to take a breather. Jaden Gawley also checking in for Jacqueline Cruz. Ten-point advantage here for Indiana Tech in the first quarter. Moore on the inbounds pass. Jaden Gawley going to hold on to this one. We got a 5-second difference between the game clock and the shot clock. This is usually a role that Taylor Covington would handle the ball as the shot clock dwindles down. You can see Gawley right there playing one-handed. Ritchie's three ball off the mark. That was Haynes with the rebound. And 2 seconds. Shot is off the mark. So Indiana Tech is going to take a 19-9 lead into the second quarter. You're watching Indiana Tech women's basketball powered by Summit City Sports.
The online class portion of this PhD was extremely enticing because I do work full-time, I teach on the side of that, and I have a family. I definitely feel like I made the right decision.
Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes.
I already had an associate degree, but I always knew I wanted to earn my bachelor's. Indiana Tech made it possible, even while working a full-time job. The online classes were great. I'd tell anyone thinking about college to enroll in Indiana Tech today.
Welcome back, everybody. 19-9 is your score. Madison Weiss getting it started here for Indiana Tech. Three-pointer on its way and good. Weiss 2 of 5 from beyond the arc with 6 points in this one. Good defense being played by Thomas. As Defiance is going to turn it over to the Warriors. The 6th turnover of the game here for Defiance. Indiana Tech currently on a 8-0 run in the last 3 minutes and 21 seconds. Moore down low, gets her own rebound, and she will be fouled from behind. Foul's going to go against number 3, Taylor Haynes.
Defiance foul on Taylor Haynes, her first. Team's first of the quarter.
Madison Weiss to inbound it here for the Warriors. Covington, baseline jumper, no good. And they're going to say that was last touch by Gawley. She was fighting for the rebound. Indiana Tech now shooting 30% from the field in this game, hitting 6 of 20. Defiance College has been scoreless for the last 4 minutes in this game. Wide open, 3-ball, just left short there by Little. Foul's going to go against Weiss with the hold.
Indiana Tech foul on 2, Madison Weiss, her first. Team's first of the quarter.
So with the inbounds pass is Caperos. As Little's going to retreat out to the perimeter. Good defense being played by Ryan Moore. And it's like Gawley was looking for the foul there. None to be had. That ball was tipped out by Defiance. .850 on the clock. Covington down low. Moore's got Covington on the perimeter. Taylor from the elbow, no good. Good defense being played in that sequence there by Defiance College. Covington now 2 of 7 from the field in this game. So the foul's going to go against Durbin Thomas. That'll be her first and the team's second. Gabby Ritchie checking into the game for Covington.
Number 11, Allen Mowen returns for the Yellow.
Taylor Covington, arguably the best all-around player in the WAC, really for the past 3 seasons. She's a great defender. Caperos hits the first, misses the second. That's going to end a 4-minute scoring drought for Defiance College. Moore looking for Jaden Gawley in close quarters, has it tipped away. And that pass stolen away by Haynes. Defiance College certainly living up to the billing here as one of the top teams producing steals on the season. As Weiss knocks it away, gets a steal of her own. Madison Weiss, an outstanding defender here. Played at Siena Heights a year ago. As the three-pointer is good by Gabby Ritchie. This is the last year of athletics for Siena Heights. I'm pretty sure, I think they're shutting down the whole school. I don't think they're going to keep academics open, where Concordia of Ann Arbor just shut down athletics. Sad, sad story there, as Concordia Ann Arbor was a great athletic department. That's Gawley with the rebound. Jaden Gawley on the double-double watch. She does lead Indiana Tech with double-doubles. Three-pointer on its way. Durbin Thomas, good. Durbin Thomas now 1 of 2 from beyond the arc. So we got a timeout here.
Media timeout.
That's 7 minutes. Our media timeout. We'll be right back, everybody. You're watching Indiana Tech Warrior basketball.
30-second timeout.
As an adult going back to school, there's a lot to factor in. I have a family, I was working 60 hours a week. Finding time to get a degree was challenging. The flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech made it possible. I'd tell anyone looking to further their education to look into Indiana Tech.
Welcome back, everybody. So Durbin Thomas here, 1 of 2 from beyond the arc in this game. Remember, everybody, she ranks number 1 in the WAC in three-point field goal percentage. Seven minutes left to play. 25-10 is your score. 15-point ad, the largest lead of the game here for Indiana Tech. Warriors currently on a 6-0 run in the last 1 minute and 20 seconds. Folks, we do have live stats available for you via the sports information department here at Indiana Tech as Vice comes up with a steal. Indiana Tech might lead that category by the end of this game as they are toe-to-toe here with Defiance College. Moore setting the pick, trying to sink down to the block. Nice bounce pass. Newly inserted into the game, that's Smith. Ava Smith, the redshirt sophomore, goes 5'9" out of Woodburn, Indiana. Woodburn just west of Indiana Tech, home of Woodland High School, home of Loy Ball, a 4-time Olympian setter for the men's volleyball team. Loy had a full ride scholarship to play basketball at IU and turned it down to play for his dad, Arnie Ball, at IPFW. Ritchie, 3-ball, just off the mark as Smith's trying to track it down. That'll be out of bounds to Defiance. Trey Yoder is also from Woodburn, Indiana. He's on the men's team. Vice playing some really good defense in this game. Durbin Thomas with the block. Shot attempt by number 15. We do not have a number 15 on the roster here.
All alumni basketball players, please assemble down in the
So
concession stand if you recognize
number
it
15
at halftime.
might have forgotten her jersey and had to wear somebody else's. It happens. 3-ball on its way. Air ball attempt there by Shawnee Little. That's Madison Bice. Thomas wide open on the 3. Bice was calling for the skip pass. Covington's 3-ball halfway down and rims out. Put back no good by Gawley. Pushing it is Thomas, and Caperos checking back into the game. Also checking in is Kayla Houston, the freshman. Listed at 5'8", but man, she definitely looks taller than 5'8". Covington. That's Jacqueline Cruz into the game for the Warriors. With Jacqueline Cruz very good on the dribble drive as the 3-ball is good by Covington. So Taylor Covington hits her second 3-pointer in this game. She's now 2 of 5 from beyond the arc. Gawley with the defense down low, pokes it away with the steal. Now Thomas has Covington. Nice pass, beautiful to Jacqueline Cruz for 2. And that's what Taylor does, folks. She's ranks number 2 in the conference in assists. She's got 68 assists on the season. Caparos with the basket. Vice, 3-ball on its way and knocks it down. How about Madison Vice now? 3 of 6 from beyond the arc. She's got 11 points to lead all scorers. And Jaden Gawley's going to be fouled there. That pass was intended for Jacqueline Cruz.
Defiance foul on 20, Jordan Wynn. Her second.
Jordan Wynn going to be called with the foul. Checking back in is Shawnee Little for Defiance. So it'll be Taylor Covington with the inbounds pass, 3:35 on the clock. Gully, who's being guarded by Jordan Wynn. Wynn has had a nice game so far for Defiance College. And coming up with the steal, that was Little. Caperos, Euro, throws it up with the right hand, and it's good. Lorena Caperos averaging 6.8 points per game. She's got 45 steals on the season, which ranks her 5th best in the WAC. 3-ball, Thomas, no good. And Houston going to be fouled by Jaden Gully.
21, Jaden Gully, her first, team's third quarter. 0 Ryan Moore checks back into the Warrior lineup.
So it's a 19-point advantage here for the Warriors, looking for their 9th straight W. No losses in January here for Indiana Tech. Their last loss was at Receiving Boats Taylor back on December the 30th as Jacqueline Cruz, in transition, finishes with her first 2 points of the game. Indiana Tech losses this year at Receiving Boats, Huntington University, versus number 7, St. Francis, at Rochester, and at Taylor. University of St. Francis currently ranked number 6 in the NAIA Coaches Top 25. They have a 19-1 overall record. Marion University, also out of the Crossroads League, they rank number 5. The top 4 teams in the country, 1 from Iowa, 1 from Kentucky, and 2 from Tennessee. That shot is no good. Nobody boxing out Jordan Wynn on that one. .153 left to play here in the second quarter. Possession will stay with the Warriors. It'll be Taylor Covington with the inbounds. That's Ava Smith. Off the inbounds pass from Taylor Covington, her first 2 points of the game. Ava entering today averaging 2.8 points per game as the 3-ball is good. Kaylee Houston's the team's 3rd leading scorer, averaging 9.1 points per game. And that is just her 4th 3-pointer made. Ava Smith back-to-back buckets. Her 4th 3-pointer made on the season. Houston entering today shooting 9.7% from beyond the arc. Approaching 1 minute left to play in the first half. Bucket good there by Shawnee Little. Little, the team's leading scorer, averaging 10.6 points per game. Covington, nice skip pass over to Weiss. Madison Weiss with her 3rd 3-pointer made in this game. Her 4th. She's now 4 of 7 from 3-point land. A little chilly here in Fort Wayne. We had some snowflakes, but it's plenty warm here in the Schaefer Center with Madison Weiss, who just got fouled. Caperos foul. That'll be her first and the team's 3rd. Moore, Gawley, and Ritchie checking into the game. Thomas, Smith, and Cruz out.
Return to the Warriors lineup.
So Taylor Covington, shot clock is off. Dribble this one down for the final shot. Caperos coming out to put some pressure on. Taylor Covington, also from the state of Ohio. She's out of Dublin, Ohio. A suburb just north of Columbus. Three-pointer no good. Moore with the offensive board and the putback. Ryan Moore is going to be fouled. We'll head to the free throw line to shoot 2. Great job by Ryan Moore sticking with it. And their referees are going to discuss if there's any time left on the clock. Could be 0.8 seconds. Just enough for a catch and shoot. So the foul goes against number 0, Shawnee Little. And they are going to play this one back on the replay just to make sure they can see how many seconds are supposed to be on the clock. Could be 1.2, possibly 1.4. Indiana Tech will be on a 3-game road trip starting this Wednesday at Cleary. Then going to head to Michigan Dearborn. And then taking on Lords. Yeah, there was a foul. That was a street chef down there. Indiana Tech's number 1 fan. Check out the street chef on Facebook and stuff. So once again, referees, I believe, are just looking to see how much time should be on the clock when the foul occurred. Here at Indiana Tech, they do have the coach's view, which allows for the replays. There are actually 2 cameras on the court. So referees are checking out the iPad right now. Warriors will return home on February the 14th to take on Madonna. And then Siena Heights on the 18th before wrapping up the regular season on the road at Cornerstone February the 21st. Indiana Tech last took on Lords on January the 7th. That was here at the Schaefer Center, a 77-56 dub. First Lords, who was receiving votes at the time. Obviously, Indiana Tech's the only WAC team ranked in the top 25. They're at number 25. Actually dropped a spot from 24 to 25 here in the latest NAIA Coaches Top 25 poll. Number 5 on the season. I mean, dominant wins against UNOH 77-45, Rochester 86-45 to avenge an earlier 53-54 loss against Rochester. And then at Lawrence Tech 68-37. So Indiana Tech has just been dominating their opponents, but still dropping 1 spot in the coaches' poll. There's Ryan Moore, now a perfect 3 of 3 from the charity stripe. So obviously the WAC does not get a whole lot of respect nationwide in the coaches' top 25 poll, as you can see. The Crossroads League, where a majority of the NAIA schools in Indiana reside, pretty much garner all the respect nationwide. So that's going to do it here for the first half. 44-18 is your score. Indiana Tech continuing to dominate here during the WAC regular season. We'll be right back, everybody. We're going to take an 11-minute break, and then we'll go over some of the halftime stats and highlights. You're watching Indiana Tech basketball, powered by Summit City Sports.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
Indiana Tech wasn't just where I got my bachelor's degree. It was where I met my wife and formed a network that helped me get an internship that turned into my first job after graduation. It was an easy decision when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career. And the professors were always there to make sure I was successful. If someone asks me, why Indiana Tech? I'll say, why not?
Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes.
I already had an associate degree, but I always knew I wanted to earn my bachelor's. Indiana Tech made it possible, even while I was juggling life and working a full-time job. The flexibility of online classes was great, and the professors were always there to help. The connections I made along the way still influence and inspire me in my everyday work. I'd tell anyone thinking about college to enroll in Indiana Tech today. It's one of the best decisions I made, and I'll be going back to earn my master's too.
Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
Well, there's quite a few things I think that I enjoyed about the program. I love learning. To me, it's just like a lifelong journey. Definitely, I enjoyed interacting with the faculty and staff. I am so happy and thankful to be at Indiana Tech and go through the Global Leadership Program. I would definitely do it again. Definitely made me a better person.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. I'd found a role I was excited about, but I knew in order to set myself apart, I needed to further my education. For me, life was already happening. I was married with 2 kids. I had a manager who had gone to Indiana Tech and had great things to say about it. The flexibility of online classes was great, and the instructors were really supportive. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about getting involved and one-on-one interaction. It's about knowing you can afford it and that it will be worth everything in the end. It's about turning your passions into your purpose. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. What are you waiting for? Go for it.
The online class portion of this PhD was extremely enticing because I do work full-time, I teach on the side of that, and I have a family. So the idea of having online courses where you can go at your own pace really does help a full-time professional. So when it's a situation like that, you want to make sure you're at the right place. And I'm really fortunate that I definitely feel like I made the right decision.
Want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
So some of the factors I think that went into deciding to pursue a PhD was, number one, I think the opportunity to really pursue my academic endeavors, and then also the focus on global leadership. I know that through this PhD program that I'm going to have all kinds of new opportunities that I didn't have open to me previously, and would highly encourage anyone considering a PhD program to look at Indiana Tech.
Through my research, I learned there are a lot of leadership programs, but they didn't capture what it takes. And then I realized Indiana Tech was the only program back then that has crafted this pathway for the new generation of global leaders. You come where there's no path and you leave a trail. And that is how I look at my journey here at Tech, and that's what I hope to pursue.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about making connections and finding opportunities that lead you to unexpected places. It's about knowing we can afford it and that the payoff in your future will be priceless. It's about doing what you like to figure out what you love. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. So enjoy it, all of it. Go for it.
As a former high school dropout, I am not a typical MBA graduate. To me, getting a master's degree is about learning how to learn and do research, and that's exactly what Indiana Tech did for me. As an adult, going back to school, there were a lot of things to factor in. I have a family, I was working 60 hours a week, so finding time to squeeze in an education was a challenge. The flexibility of online classes made it possible, and the staff was amazing too. I'd tell anyone looking to further their education to look into Indiana Tech.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about getting involved and one-on-one interaction. It's about knowing you can afford it and that it will be worth everything in the end. It's about finding opportunities that lead to unexpected places and finding yourself along the way. It's about making connections and finding new ways to make them stronger. It's about turning your passions into your purpose. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. What are you waiting for? Go for it.
Here at Indiana Tech, we call ourselves Warriors. Everybody knows that Warriors fight. They fight for their dreams, they fight for their goals, and they fight alongside fellow Warriors. When something gets in your way, you don't stop, but you keep going. Warriors help fellow Warriors, regardless of experience or prior accolades. Warriors are strong enough to know when they need help, and strong enough to know that every setback is only a set up to win in life, on the job, in the classroom, and anywhere else. Through every cut, bump, bruise, a warrior overcomes every obstacle to achieve their goal, to win the war. So, my fellow Warriors, as you strive for greatness, as you kick down every door and overcome every obstacle to reach your mountaintop, remember you are and always will be a warrior.
And welcome back, everybody, here at the break. 44-18 is your score. Indiana Tech on top. Warriors looking for their 9th straight win here in the regular season. Leading all scorers is Taylor Covington with 11 points on 4 of 11 shooting. She's got 2 rebounds and 6 assists to go with 3 steals. So we talked about steals entering today. Indiana Tech currently with 10 steals. Defiance College with 6. Ryan Moore with 4 points. Madison Weiss with 9. Durbin Thomas with 3. Jaden Gawley with 3. Gabby Ritchie with 6. Jacqueline Cruz with 4. Ava Smith with 4. Looking at Defiance College, Little has 2. Haynes with 4 points. Mowen with 3, 2 for Houston. Caperos with 7 points. Defiance College as a team shooting 32% from the field. Indiana Tech shooting 42% from the field, 41% from three-point, and 83% from the free throw line. Great game here from beyond the arc. Madison Weiss, 3 of 6. Taylor Covington, 3 of 7. Durbin Thomas, 1 of 3. And Gabby Ritchie, 2 of 6 from three-point land. Ryan Moore is a perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw line. She has 7 rebounds. That ties her with Jaden Gawley for a team high. Great defense being played in this one by Indiana Tech. You see Jaden Gawley there getting a hand on it, coming up with a steal, and then in transition, look at that beautiful pass by Taylor Covington. There's not many players in the country that read the floor as well as Taylor Covington, as she has all throughout her career. Durbin Thomas, the conference's #1 ranked three-point shooter, shooting over 50% from beyond the arc. Just an outstanding number. You really don't see that very often. Entering today, Durbin has hit 25 of 45 three-pointers. That's good enough for 56% from three-point land. Wow. Once again, she ranks #4 on the team in three-point attempts. Third quarter action coming up. Remember, folks, we're going to end this broadcast, and you're going to want to jump on the men's YouTube link. What a good one that's going to be with head coach Ted Albert and the guys. Indiana Tech entering the game ranked #12 in the country, 16-4 overall, 12-3 in the WAC. So back to the action. That's Durbin Thomas handling the rock for Indiana Tech. Starters on the floor here for the Warriors. Taylor Covington looking for her 4th three-pointer of the game, and that's nothing but the bottom of the net for Taylor Covington. She's got 14 points in this one, everybody. Gawley nearly coming up with a steal there on Wynn. Wynn just holding on to the rock. That's Mowen. Scored 20 points last time out for Defiance. Did Mowen in that 72-55 loss. Oh, excuse me, it was 18 points. Little had 6 assists in that game. 3 ball on its way. Taylor Covington is on fire, everybody. Back-to-back 3 balls. That's her 5th 3-pointer made in this game. Taylor now sitting with 17 points to lead all scorers. Keep an eye on Wynn is Covington. Houston. And nice looking shot there by Kayla Houston. The leaner. And that pass intended for Covington, knocked away by Shawnee Little.
Number 30 is Santasia Thomas. Checks back into the...
Santasia Thomas back into the game. She's checking in for the freshman, Kayla Houston. As Thomas gets it over the timeline. Extra attention being paid to Covington here with this zone defense. Nice baseline take by Ryan Moore. Moore now sitting with 8 points. Excuse me, 6 points. Another strong take, that one by Taylor Haynes. Haynes, the team's second leading scorer, averaging 9.6 points per game on the season. Vice has Covington. Moore. Defiance College bench calling for the travel. It's a nice step through there by Moore. She now has 8 points. Ryan Moore, the team's second leading scorer, averaging 12.6 points per game. Good job by Madison Vice coming up with the steal. Great defender is Madison Vice. She's out of Albion, Indiana. As Jaden Gawley gets the offensive board. And Moore is going to be fouled. I think it's going to go against number 11.
Foul on 20, Jordan Wynn.
It's actually going to be called on Jordan Wynn, number 20. So Moore back to the free throw line where she's a perfect 4 of 4 in this game. To go with 7 rebounds, 2 assists. The first one's no good. That's the broadcaster's jinx right there. Does happen from time to time. See Logan Beeston's in the house here, getting warmed up for the men's game. Tip-off should be right around 3 p.m. Thomas. There's Mowen. Haynes steps back. That's a 3 ball. No good. Taylor Haynes, a 10% 3-point shooter on the season. Excuse me, 11%. Hitting 2 of 19. Covington trying to get around Little. As you can see, very athletic group here at Defiance College. Vice. Covington, that was 1 on 4 and scores it. Great job by Taylor navigating the defense. Thomas working against Gawley. Not an easy task there as Jaden comes up with another block. I believe she got a finger on that ball. Vice 3 ball is good. Holy moly. The hot shooting from 3-point land continues here for Indiana Tech. now shooting 46% from three-point. Madison Weiss, 4 of 7. Timeout going to be called by the Yellow Jackets. We'll be right back, everybody. 5:40 left to play in the third.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. For me, it was after I was married with 2 kids. It was a busy time, but the flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech worked for my life. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be right when I needed it.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a warrior.
I got my bachelor's degree at Indiana Tech. It was an easy choice when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career, and the professors were always there to make sure I was successful.
Welcome back, everybody. Indiana Tech currently on an 8-0 run. The last 2 minutes and 24 seconds. How about Taylor Covington right there? Dribbles it into the belly of the beast and comes out with 2 points. Absolutely fearless. Covington last year, the player of the year. Made first team all-conference and the all-defensive team, both she and Genevieve Decker. Decker, who was a senior last year, was the defensive player of the year. Long defender. Good defense there by Jacqueline Cruz working against Jordan Wynn. Now in transition, Covington, no foul going to be called on that one, as I felt like she did a great job of drawing that foul, but none was called. Haynes. And Haynes dips the shoulder right there. She's going to be called for a charge. They're going to get you every single time when you lower the shoulder to initiate the contact. Approaching 5 minutes left to play here in the third. Largest lead of the game here at 38 points. Look at Taylor right there with the left hand. Gave the right hand a breather. Beautiful looking shot. As you can see, she's as basketball savvy as there is. Very skilled. Gawley looking for the steal. And possession going to stay with Defiance College.
Media timeout.
Media timeout here at 4:41. We'll be right back, everybody.
The online class portion of this PhD was extremely enticing because I do work full-time, I teach on the side of that, and I have a family. I definitely feel like I made the right decision.
Want to know what it means to be a warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a warrior's shoes.
I already had an associate degree, but I always knew I wanted to earn my bachelor's. Indiana Tech made it possible, even while working a full-time job. The online classes were great. I'd tell anyone thinking about college to enroll in Indiana Tech today.
Welcome back, everybody. As you can see, head coach Jesse Biggs down there coaching up the team here during this media timeout with 4:41 remaining in the third. Coach Biggs, the reigning coach of the year, played college basketball at Northern Iowa. She was a great player. She's also the athletic director here at Indiana Tech. And Indiana Tech, one of the best athletic departments in the country year in and year out. It was 2 seasons ago that Indiana Tech won the pull it up real fast. The 2022-2023 NAIA Learfield Directors Cup winners. So that goes to the athletic department with the most success. As we do have Genevieve Deckers in the house here. See her across the court. But yeah, going back to the Directors Cup, what really put Indiana Tech over the edge that season was head coach Ted Albert and the men's basketball team making it to the national championship game. Assistant coach Grant Smith was on that team. I actually covered Grant when he was a freshman at Indiana Wesleyan, and Wesleyan made it to the national championship game against the University of St. Francis, a game that was won by Wesleyan. Long break there. We had the referees at the scorers table going over the last play. Now Coach Biggs, figure out what the heck's going on. Check out this play here by Taylor Covington. I mean, she goes right in the middle of 4 defenders and finishes with the 2. It's good stuff, no doubt about it. On our Warrior replay.
As a result of the failed appeal, Indiana Tech loses a timeout.
Okay, so that was some kind of appeal there by head coach Courtney P.A. So Defiance is going to lose a timeout. They only have 1 timeout remaining in this game. Down by 40 points. Covington working off the pick by Golly. Vice doing a good job of snagging that ball out of the air. And Covington just misses on the bunny. Little over the timeline. Capero's being, oh, there's a travel. It's 1 too many steps.
Warrior ball.
Tough one there as she drew some contact from Gabby Ritchie. Durbin Thomas, Ryan Moore, and Ava Smith about to check in here for Indiana Tech. Checking out is going to be Vice, Golly, and Ritchie. Jacqueline Cruz to inbound it here for the Warriors. Jacqueline Cruz from French Lick, Indiana. Home of Larry Bird. Thomas pass just behind Moore. And the offensive putback is good by Smith. Smith now with 4 points in this game. On 2 of 2 shooting from the field. Blocking foul going to go against Covington. For Taylor, that'll be her second and the team's first here in the third. Thomas's shot off the mark. Thomas goes 6'2" out of Louisville, Kentucky. Checking into the game is number 21, Kayla Houston. Houston, a starter here for the Yellow Jackets. I do like the Defiance uniforms. Got the Yellow Jacket more on the back of the shorts. Indiana Tech with the clean uniforms here. The white with the black pinstripe as Moore picks up the rebound. Now in transition, Cruz. Good job with the ball fake. Just a little bit too much force going into that shot. Haynes. That's Moore with the defense. Moore forcing her to her right. Good pick set. And the bucket is good by Caperos. Great pick, though, by Kayla Houston. Got Dallas Roberts warming up here right next to us. Bucket's good by Ryan Moore. Dallas Roberts is always good for about 3 3-pointers made per game. You can always count on him coming off the bench. 3-ball off the mark, and it's going to be out of bounds to, I'm going to say possession stays with Defiance. Not sure if that was Durbin Thomas or Taylor Covington that hit it last. Definitely looked like it was off a Defiance player. Madison Vice checking in for Cruz. Defiance men coming in with the purple uniforms. So the women are wearing the black. Steal by Taylor Covington. Coast to coast. The bucket. And one.
Defiance foul on number 10, Lorena Caparo.
Taylor once again making the all-defensive team a year ago. Covington currently, this is her first trip to the free throw line. Look at that strong finish right there by Taylor Covington. Now here's the craziest stat. Taylor entering today an 83% free throw shooter. She only has 29 free throw attempts. It's just wild because she's such a prolific scorer, averaging nearly 20 points per game. Usually the team's leading scorer also leads the team in free throw attempts. Definitely not the case with Covington, who's an outstanding free throw shooter, obviously. They're at 83%. Just inside the arc. Bucket's good by Shawnee Little. Little, once again, the team's leading scorer. She shoots 27% from the field. Step through. And foul going to be called. Houston's heading to the free throw line.
Indiana Tech foul on 2 of Madison Vice, her second.
Vice going to be called with the foul.
Team second.
Jaden Gawley set to check in for the Warriors, along with number 22, Maddie Mueller. Ava Smith checking out, along with Durbin Thomas.
At the line for Defiance 21, Kayla Houston.
Indiana Tech has made 3 of their last 4 3-pointers taken. So Houston now sitting with 6 points after going 2 of 2 from the free throw line. Mueller. Good pick there by Gawley. As you can see, Houston all the way out on the perimeter with the defense.
Ryan Moore from
Nice
Gawley.
assist there by Gawley as Moore gets the bucket. Ryan now sitting with 13 points in this game. She's the game's second leading scorer behind Covington. Taylor sitting with 24 points. Beautiful pass to win. Good defense by Gawley, just straight up. She'll take the lob. Has Mueller with the finish. Back-to-back assists there for Jaden Gawley. Jaden has 3 steals, 3 assists to go with 9 rebounds and 3 points. I don't know what you guys are thinking. What is the season high for Taylor Covington points scored? Season high of 30 points. That was at Defiance College. She's got 24 right now. And Mueller nearly came up with the steal. How did that ball not go out of bounds? Wild one. 3-ball on its way. That was an air ball attempt. Win with the rebound. Caperos cannot get it to fall. And Gawley fighting after the board. And that's one of those right there that 100% Jaden Gawley gets that rebound if she doesn't have a broken left hand. So she's playing one-handed out there. And nearly has 10 rebounds as she's accustomed to. Great job by Gawley. I believe she just got pushed to the floor there. And a foul is going to go against, it'll go against Wynn. So the Defiance bench having some words for the referee. Covington has a pick there. Nearly had it knocked away by Caperos. 3-ball, Vice. And that's going to do it for the third quarter, everybody. 73-29 is your score. Warriors looking for their 9th straight W on the season. We'll be right back after this quick break.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. For me, it was after I was married with 2 kids. It was a busy time, but the flexibility of online classes at Indiana Tech worked for my life. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior.
I got my bachelor's degree at Indiana Tech. It was an easy choice when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career, and the professors were always there to make sure I was successful.
Welcome back, everybody. 73-29 is your score entering the fourth quarter here. Taylor Covington with 24 points, Ryan Moore with 13, 12 for Madison Vice. Vice going 4 of 8 from beyond the arc. Taylor 5 of 10. Gabby Ritchie hitting 2 of 6. And Durbin Thomas 1 of 3. Indiana Tech shooting 44% from three-point land. It's Durbin Thomas. Vice. Like she might have been pushed to the floor there. Gawley with the bucket. Looking for the and one.
From Ryan Moore.
Ryan Moore credited with the assist. Take another look at it here on the Warrior replay. Nice find. Easy bucket there by Gawley. Took the contact and finishes with the and one. Jaden Gawley, a 67% free throw shooter on the season, hitting 18 of 27 entering today's game. Haynes, good defense being played by Thomas there, walling her off at the baseline. 3-ball. Bank is open for Kayla Houston. Kayla Houston entering today the team's third leading scorer at 9.1 points per game. She's got a bright future, everybody. Just a freshman is Kayla Houston. Vice. Great job there with the shot fake for Vice. Jaden, look at that shot, everybody. Wow. I feel like we're just scratching the surface with Jaden Gawley, as primarily we've seen her defensive game and obviously on the rebounds. Mueller has that one ripped away by Caperos. And traveling going to be called. Lorena Caperos, a junior, 5'4". She's out of Spain. Good player here for the Yellow Jackets for sure. Not a starter. Pretty much the first one off the bench. And we have not seen much scoring from Mowen in this game. Ryan Moore and Haynes having some words. So offsetting fouls there with Moore and Haynes. Referee even raised his voice for that one. Coach Biggs cannot believe it. Felt like Haynes was the aggressor on that one. For Ryan Moore, that's her second foul. Team's first. Mueller to inbound it here for the Warriors. Good ball movement over to Vice for three, just left short. Caperos with the rebound. Approaching 8 minutes left to play in this one, everybody. Looks like Indiana Tech's going to get its 9th straight dub of the season. Houston, good spin move right there. A couple fans calling for the travel. Now it's Moore. Houston was able to get a hand on it. Mueller for three. Oh, halfway down and rims out for Maddie Mueller. Maddie entering today a 29% three-point shooter, hitting 4 of 14. She does average 1.4 points per game and 3.3 minutes played per game. Mueller is a sophomore, 5'9", out of Lebanon, Ohio, with the inbounds pass. Wide open is Mueller out of the corner three ball. That was a good look there by Durbin Thomas. To the cup. Foul's going to go against Madison Vice. For Vice, that is going to be her third foul. Team second. Jacqueline Cruz checking into the game for Ryan Moore.
At the line for the Yellow Jackets, zero Shawnee Little.
So Shawnee Little at the free throw line. Her first trip to the charity stripe. Defiance as a team has hit 3 of 4 free throws in this game. Entering today, Little a 69% free throw shooter, hitting 59 of 86. Remember, everybody, she does rank 4th in the WAC with 56 steals. She averages 3.3 steals per game. Does Little. Jaden 1-on-2, floater no good. And Cruz has it knocked away from her by Haynes. I'll tell you right now, Taylor Haynes is not going to back down from anybody. Nice pass. As the shot is no good by Jordan Wynn. It's a nice pass by Haynes, though. We'll say that. Remember, everybody, 7:05 left in this one. I think for sure we're going to be able to get the men's game tipping off by 3. Blocking going to be called on Mueller. So that'll be her first and the team's third here in the fourth. Haynes from the elbow, no good. Haynes has 6 points in this game, third leading scorer for Defiance. Holy moly, Jacqueline Cruz takes some contact. Sometimes frustration can come out in a tough loss. See Jacqueline.
Checking back into the game for the Warriors, number 4, Gabby Ritchie.
Jacqueline Cruz, who wears number 13, has 4 points, 2 of 3 shooting from the field. She also has 3 rebounds in this game. Jacqueline on the season, a 53% free throw shooter, hitting 8 of 15. Jacqueline shoots 58% from the field, everybody. On the season, she averages 6 points per game. As the first one is no good. So with Jacqueline Cruz, Ryan Moore, and Jaden Gawley, very proficient shooters, to say the least. Remember, Jaden Gawley ranks #1 in the conference, shooting 62% from the field. Ryan Moore at #4, she shoots 53% from the field. Jacqueline Cruz just doesn't have enough attempts to be in the player ranking. Thomas, that pass was right into the left leg of Gabby Ritchie. Durbin Thomas showing some quicks. Man-to-man defense here, as that'll be turned over to the Yellow Jackets. 6 minutes and 10 seconds remain in this one, everybody. Looks like the Warriors going to increase their record to 18-4 overall, 15-1 in the WAC. I know everybody's eagerly anticipating the NAIA Coaches Top 25 poll number 6 when it comes out. They have got to stop sleeping on the Warriors here. What a month of June the head coach Jesse Biggs and the squad are having. Great job in transition there. Gawley now with a double-double, 10 points, 12 rebounds, as she does lead the team in double-doubles. As we all know, it's not that easy to find the leaders in double-doubles with Presto stats. Used to be easy with DAC stats, not so much with Presto. Unless I'm missing something, I'll have to go add those up there. As Jaden Gawley gets a second straight bucket, she now has 12 points to go with her 12 rebounds. Season high of 20 rebounds for Gawley on the year. Nice job by Thomas on the block. That's good footwork there for number 30. And she's only a sophomore.
Check Thomas.
Mueller. Out of the corner, Ritchie. 3 ball. Off the mark. Nice pass to Jacqueline Cruz. Credit Gabby Ritchie with the assist on that one. So now a 50-point advantage for the Warriors, up 85-35. Just in case everybody was wondering, nice, another bucket by Thomas. Indiana Tech scoring 91 points against Michigan Dearborn back on December the 13th. Also scoring 91 points versus Miami Hamilton. Could we have a new season high in this one? Chances are likely. Media timeout here at 3:50. Be right back, everybody, after this quick break. Nope, we're not going anywhere. We are going to listen to the Indiana Tech Pep Band, as they always do such a great job here on Alumni Day. Take a listen. The Indiana Tech pep band, everybody. Even without President Carl Einhoff, they still do a great, great job. Don't you agree? Gabby Ritchie at the free throw line. First one is good. Ritchie. Well, this is just her second attempt of the season, entering today hitting 1 of 1 from the free throw line. That one no good. Bounding ball picked up by the Yellow Jackets. That's another one that's kind of a head scratcher. Gabby Ritchie, just one free throw attempt entering today's game. Foul going to go against Mueller. Heading to the free throw line, that'll be Little. Shawnee Little, perfect 2 of 2 from the charity stripe in this game. She's got 6 points. Jordan Wynn is fouled out of this one, and Taylor Haynes has 4 fouls. First free throw by Little. It's good. Shawnee Little entering today a 69% free throw shooter. Second free throw. That one's no good. Rebounded by Mueller. That pass stolen away. Three ball, knocking it down. Lorena Caparros. Caparros now sitting with 13 points to lead the Yellow Jackets. Mueller nearly had that one stripped away. Straight to the cup. Mueller getting the bucket on the dribble drive there. She now has 4 points in this game. Just inside the arc. Jumper's good by Shawnee Little. Got a nice shooting stroke there, does Little. Ritchie on the hesitation. Looking down on the block. Nice hands there for number 32, Kiara Lovelace. Lovelace is a redshirt freshman. She goes 6 foot. Thomas, good job there on the putback. Defiance really has something with Thomas there on the scoring end. Not a starter for Defiance, but putting in some really good minutes in this game. Haynes, shot off the mark. Lovelace with the rebound. As Ritchie's going to dribble it out. Up to Mueller. 1-on-2, and the bucket is good. That's Jade Carnahan, a redshirt freshman. She's out of Auburn, Indiana. Home of DeKalb High School. That's DeKalb with a capital K. Caparros. And coughs that one up. That's a turnover there on the fancy dribble. Checking into the game for the Warriors is Cooper Stone, redshirt freshman out of Danville, Indiana. Seeing the youth on display here, as that was right through the hands of Sydney Kessler. Been very impressed with Kessler. She's a true freshman out of Eastside High School, Butler, Indiana. 45-point ad. This next bucket will give us a new season high in points scored. And we've got 52 seconds to do it. Good job by Taylor Haynes. Very young roster here at Defiance College. Mueller knocks it down. 4-3. A new season high in points scored for the Warriors. 93 points on the board, everybody. previous season high was 91 points versus Miami Hamilton and the University of Michigan Dearborn. Last time out against Defiance was an 88-40 W for Indiana Tech. Thomas. Boy, she did well just to corral that pass. So that's going to do it for this one. 93-47 is your score.
So final score, your Indiana Tech Warriors 93.
Leading all scorers is Taylor Covington with 24 points to go with 6 assists. Jaden Gawley with a double-double, 12 points, 12 rebounds. Ryan Moore with a double-double, 13 points, 11 rebounds. 12 points for Vice, 3 for Thomas, 7 for Ritchie, 7 for Cruz, and 7 for Mueller. Carnahan with 2 points, Smith with 6. For Defiance College, Little with 9 points, 8 points for Haynes. Mowen with 3 points, Houston with 8, and Caperos with 13 points. Thomas had 6. So once again, the Warriors with a season high 93 points scored, winning its 9th straight game in a row. Indiana Tech improves to 18-4 overall, 15-1 in the WAC. Defiance College falls to 3-19 overall, 0-16 in conference. Folks, we're going to end this broadcast, and we'll have the men's broadcast up here shortly as you are watching Indiana Tech basketball, powered by Summit City Sports.
Want to know the difference between dreaming and doing? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and see what it's like to be a Warrior.
Indiana Tech wasn't just where I got my bachelor's degree. It was where I met my wife and formed a network that helped me get an internship that turned into my first job after graduation. It was an easy decision when choosing where to get my master's degree too. The flexibility of online classes allowed me to go back to school while still building my career. And the professors were always there to make sure I was successful. If someone asks me, why Indiana Tech? I'll say, why not?
Want to know what it means to be a Warrior? Yeah, pretty much everything. Visit Indiana Tech and walk a mile in a Warrior's shoes.
I already had an associate degree, but I always knew I wanted to earn my bachelor's. Indiana Tech made it possible, even while I was juggling life and working a full-time job. The flexibility of online classes was great, and the professors were always there to help. The connections I made along the way still influence and inspire me in my everyday work. I'd tell anyone thinking about college to enroll in Indiana Tech today. It's one of the best decisions I made, and I'll be going back to earn my master's too.
Tech goes by many names. Business, fine art, forensic science. Some think it's just technical. But really, tech means everything. Scholarships, internships, championships. It's professors who make time for you one-on-one. It's putting everything on the line. It can be fierce. It can be fascinating. It can be awesome. Most important, it's believing in yourself and what you have to offer the world. Because at Indiana Tech, Warriors are prepared to lead a significant life.
there's quite a few things I think that I enjoyed about the program. I love learning. To me, it's just like a lifelong journey. Definitely, I enjoyed interacting with the faculty and staff. I am so happy and thankful to be at Indiana Tech and go through the Global Leadership Program. I would definitely do it again. Definitely made me a better person.
Getting a degree is about timing and what's important to you. I'd found a role I was excited about, but I knew in order to set myself apart, I needed to further my education. For me, life was already happening. I was married with 2 kids. I had a manager who had gone to Indiana Tech and had great things to say about it. The flexibility of online classes was great, and the instructors were really supportive. Indiana Tech was everything I needed it to be, right when I needed it.
What's Indiana Tech all about? It's about getting involved and one-on-one interaction. It's about knowing you can afford it and that it will be worth everything in the end. It's about turning your passions into your purpose. And most of all, it's about being a part of it. What are you waiting for? Go for it.
The online class portion of this PhD was extremely enticing because I do work full-time, I teach on the side of that, and I have a family. So the idea of having online courses where you can go at your own pace really does help a full-time professional. So when it's a situation like that, you want to make sure you're at the right place. And I'm really fortunate that I definitely feel like I made the right decision.
You want to know what's possible at Indiana Tech? Yeah, pretty much everything.